Hello, there's a one of the Big Dub Network. And I wanted to start this video by having a moment of silence for our soon to be former owner, Dan Snyder. All right, topic for tonight is the new, fresh beginning for this organization. And I have three specific points that I believe pretty much hits everything that this means for us. Um, it's been a long time coming. Uh, I myself haven't been watching football long enough or a fan long enough to see a ownership change and actually understand what's going on. But I make the point where I know exactly what's going on and I know exactly what this means for the team. It means more than just new a new person signing the checks, at least for us. And that's leading into my first point. This organization this organization's ownership change just isn't some normal ownership change. This isn't like Denver Broncos last season being purchased by the Waltons. It's a little bit different. I feel like there was a black cloud really over this franchise for so many years. Um, a level of respect we're not really getting. Um, a dark cloud really surfacing over the organization as a workplace, not just on the field, as somewhere where, someone not a football player, not a coach, not a trainer, goes to work every day throughout the football season. This is somewhere where there was things happening, specifically, you know, all the incidents that occurred between Dan Snyder and allegedly women throughout the organization. So this is an ownership change that's kind of different from others because we're in such a bad place, in such a bad place. And now I feel as if, you know, even with the agreement over the phone or through text or whatever, no pen on paper just yet, but even with that taking place, we can at least rejoice and know that that process has started. We're on the way to something new. I want to say something different because at the end of the day, we're just playing football. But this is bigger than football. This is a change that was necessary, something that was a long time coming. It almost had to happen at this point, especially when you got billionaires saying, we don't really want to kick it with you no more, man. So you gotta go. Um, and I thought Snyder would be like, look, man, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna play my hand. Y'all play y'all hand. But it seems as if he came to the point where it was like it's a battle that he didn't want to fight, and he definitely didn't have to leave empty-handed. So I feel like this organization's ownership change is different from any other because there was so many bad things happening, not many good things happening. So it was one that was almost forced, and with that comes a new beginning, something fresh, and something that we can look forward to. So that's kind of the first topic I wanted to hit on, and the second topic is what kind of can we expect from this new ownership change? I had 3 points: new energy, a rejuvenated fan base, and a new stadium. Well, I'm going to tackle the first two pretty much together: the new energy and the rejuvenated fan base. There'll be fans that are coming back. I know a large amount of people just wasn't a fan of Dan Snyder, how he ran the organization, some of his choices over the years, and how he pretty much played a part in a lot of the bad things that was going on for us. He played a big pivotal part in a lot of the bad things that was going for us. So it's like with him being gone, fans are going to come back, and when fans are going to coming back, there's going to be this new energy. And with this new energy, there's going to be excitement, man. I'm energized to the point where, I'm looking forward to this season. I chose to start a YouTube page based off the Washington's football team just after this news came out. So I'm like, yo, I feel something different. I feel something new. So I didn't expect to feel like that when the news came out. Um, I just expected, we'll have a new owner, we'll keep it moving, but it was much bigger than that. And I got that feeling inside of me. That's why I'm sharing it and talking to y'all right now, because I'm at the point where I have that new energy myself, and I have a lot to look forward to. And it's just not this season. Um, it's just not this season at all. I have something to look forward to the next 5 or 10 years, and that doesn't mean that we're going to have a successful football team for that 5 to 10 years. I just know that there's going to be this level of excitement, level of new energy around the team that's going to be super positive, and it's going to be something that we can look forward to the next game, the next season, the next 5 to 10 years. I'm looking forward to it, man. Let's get it. I'm ready to go, and I'm pretty sure a lot of the fans feel like that. And one of the things that's just going to come with this new ownership is a new stadium. Um, from the talks I've heard, Dan Snyder, he couldn't get anywhere about talking to the necessary people about getting a new stadium. You're talking about conversations that wasn't being had because of the person that he was. So we was at a standstill. That's nothing that you really want to. That's a situation you definitely don't want to be in, but that's the situation he had us in, which is very unfortunate. But one thing I know for sure is those talks will begin now. Those talks of a new stadium will begin now. I've been to one football game, NFL football game. It was at FedEx Field. I loved my experience at FedEx Field. But I know, just looking around the league and all these state of the art stadiums they're coming up with, and all these ideas and big plans that they have for all these new stadiums, I already know when that new stadium is put into place and that schedule comes out and tell us when the first game will take place there. Guess who's gonna be there? There's A1, the Big Dub Network, will be in the building, and we will be getting the Big Dub that night. I know it. I feel it. It's gonna happen, and that's part of the energy that I'm having right now. But just the thought of a new stadium, um, just the thought of new leadership, and being, and not just any leadership, leadership that's proven, leadership that's done this before, um, and leadership that's gotten things done the right way, scandal free, scandal free in my eyes. You so yeah, new energy, rejuvenated fan base, a new stadium is things that I believe what this ownership change means to us. And the last point I kind of want to hit on was, you know, this excitement that we have does not mean that we're going to win football games. I sincerely believe we can, and I almost think we should, but it does not mean we will. Um, we can have setbacks, and I expect us to have a few. The fan base has to be willing to look down the road to what we can be, not what we are, but what we can be. When we're not, the new ownership is not coming into a team that's incapable of tying their shoes. Um, this team can win football games. They can win football games. They will win football games. But I'm not expecting us to go out and win Super Bowls just because we have new ownership. I'm not expecting us to go out and be in every NFC championship game because we have new ownership. And some fans will want that, but I want most of us to understand that, just because we're excited, we have something to look forward to, it doesn't mean that we won't get that gratification every weekend, every week out. 17 games this season. Over the years that Dan Snyder has owned the team, we've never gotten 11. So I'm not expecting 11 games this year for us to win. If we do, we're in the playoff, baby, and we have a chance. But if we don't, I still feel like we'll be fighting for a playoff spot, right there on the fringe, right there on the edge. So something that we can look forward to is that, we have a competitive football team. We know that, but it doesn't mean we're going to be successful this heightened level of success just because we have new ownership. So just be mindful of that, fans. I'm pretty sure most of you guys are, but there'll be some that think, we should win it all right now because Dan's out. Because Dan's out. Dan's gone. Yes, Dan's gone. But that doesn't mean that Lady Luck will be replacing him. We'll have some struggles, but we have a lot to look forward to. And we have to be patient. And one of the statements I wrote down that I feel like is very fitting for this, we have to trust the process because this isn't gonna take us to the promised land overnight. We have to sit back, trust the process. And I have faith that we will get there one day. We're a lot closer today now that we know we may have new leadership coming up. We're a lot closer to the promised land. So stick it out. Everyone that stuck it out and been here the entire time, from a fellow fan, thank you. And for those that just couldn't put up with it, and that left, come on back. We'll welcome you back with open arms. Come on. Come on. Give me a hug. Come on. Give me a hug. Welcome back. So yeah, trust the process. It will be something that we hear a lot if that particular group wins the bid for our football team. But so two things I will try my best to do in every video is give someone a big dub and a little dub. Big dub is the major winners. Little dub is the right behind the major winners. The big dub in this situation with new ownership is the people. The people. That means the fans, the employees, the team, the people are a winner in this situation. They get big dubs. The people get the big dubs because everyone has something to look forward to now with a positive mindset. Just me thinking about the thought of a new stadium and those AI pictures that they're going to release, showing what it could possibly look like. There'll be spaceships flying over the stadium, and hopefully it's indoors so I can go to games in December. Just thinking about that is just... Oh man! So big dub for the people. Little dub. I give a little dub. I give the little dub to Dan Snyder. He's not winning like us because we have something to look for. Dan just got a big payday. That's it, man. $6 billion. What can I do with $6 billion? I can do a lot with $6 billion. What can you do with $6 billion? We can do a lot with $6 billion. But one thing that Dan cannot do, he cannot attach himself to this team for the rest of his life. He is a stain on this franchise, and his whole period of ownership will be looked at as a failure. And the reason he gets the little dub is because he leaves the party with a takeout tray. He left the party with food. That's it. A lot of food, but it's not quite that feeling like that fan base has, like those people Washington Commanders has. Hopefully one day we have a sit down and talk about what Dan Snyder did made us better. Because if he didn't do the terrible things he did, we wouldn't have this conversation right now. We wouldn't be having this conversation right now. We wouldn't have anything to look forward to right now. But being said, we do have a lot to look forward to. Dub Network, the Big Dub Network. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, do all those good things. I will be back. Get used to this face. I will be back. Big Dub Network. There's a one. Thank you. Peace.